the real reason the US can't beat Iran. What if I told you that the world's most powerful military has spent decades preparing for a conflict, yet still refuses to launch a full-scale war against one country? The United States has aircraft carriers that can strike from thousands of miles away, stealth bombers invisible to radar, fighter jets that dominate the skies, a military budget larger than the next several countries combined. So why hasn't America defeated Iran? Watch until the end because I'll reveal one shocking secret that changes everything. Because the real answer has almost nothing to do with who has the bigger army. It begins more than 200 years ago. Imagine living in a country that was once one of the greatest empires on Earth. A civilization that shaped science, culture, and global trade. Now imagine watching foreign powers slowly take control of your economy, your resources, and even your government. That was Iran. For over a century, Britain and Russia competed to dominate the country, not by conquering it, but by controlling it from the shadows. And every generation of Iranians grew up with the same painful lesson. Never let outsiders decide your future again. But here's where things get strange. That lesson eventually transformed into one of the most difficult military strategies in the modern world. Then oil was discovered. Suddenly, Iran wasn't just another country. It became one of the most valuable pieces on the world's geopolitical chessboard. Everyone wanted influence. Everyone wanted control. But almost nobody cared what ordinary Iranians wanted. That anger kept growing, until it exploded. In 1953, Iran elected a leader who promised to take back control of the country's oil. Millions believed a new era had finally arrived. But within months, everything collapsed. A foreign-backed coup removed the government. The old ruler returned to power. And for many Iranians, democracy appeared to die overnight. What happened next shocked an entire generation. People stopped believing foreign powers would ever allow Iran to choose its own future. That single event would reshape the Middle East forever. Then came 1979. Millions flooded the streets. The monarchy fell. A revolution changed everything. The new leadership looked at history and reached one conclusion. Never become vulnerable again. Instead of building the biggest military, Iran built something much smarter. Something designed not to win wars, but to make war almost impossible to win. Think about it. If America launches an attack, Iran doesn't need to destroy the United States. It only needs to make the cost unbearable. Missiles hidden inside mountains. Underground military facilities. Thousands of drones. Fast attack boats capable of disrupting one of the world's busiest oil routes. Regional allies that could turn one conflict into many. This strategy has a simple message. You may defeat us, but you'll pay an enormous price. And that's exactly what makes military planners nervous. But that's not even the craziest part. Most people think wars are won by the strongest army. History tells a different story. Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq. Military superiority doesn't always guarantee political success. Winning the battlefield is one thing. Winning the peace is something completely different. Iran studied those lessons carefully. And hidden behind all of this is a secret almost nobody talks about. The United States doesn't just have to think about defeating Iran. It has to think about what happens the day after. Oil prices could skyrocket. Global shipping could be disrupted. Regional conflicts could expand. Allies could be drawn into a wider war. Financial markets could panic. Sometimes avoiding a war isn't a sign of weakness. Sometimes it's a recognition that victory itself could become the biggest defeat. So can the United States defeat Iran's military in a conventional conflict? Many experts believe it has overwhelming military advantages. But can it achieve all of its political goals without triggering massive regional and global consequences? That's the question no superpower has been able to answer. And perhaps, that is the real reason the US can't simply beat Iran. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.